Yesterday, I heard about my aunt. Is my mother's younger sister get breast cancer. My mother didn't say anything about the reason why she get breast cancer or express any pity for her. Just say that how lucky she is because she is a teacher in she because she's a teacher in China, so she can get uh, a full uh, a full medical reimbursement and can get his treatment uh, in Shenzhen, the most developed city in China, and also during the treatment, she can enjoy have the still have the salary goes on, don't have to work. And then my mother said to me, oh, be sure that you can get a job in the government. So, and either Chinese government or English government, and then you can have this good benefits. But when I heard about the news, I was quite pitiful for my aunt. I thought my aunt have some is a very good person. She have some um, shortcomings, but she don't deserve to have cancer. I don't think she is. I don't think she is a bad person, or in somehow she is a very good person, and she get cancer is quite bad. It's quite bad news for me, and makes me a little bit sad. Although I have many argument with her in the past, and I break up with her when I was in university, but I feel makes a little bit sad. Um, and not only my uncle, not only my aunt have cancer. I think about 10, 15 years ago, her husband had cancer too, and her husband is a government servant in the town that and in China as well. And about 15 years ago, uh, when I was in Shanghai, having a very terrible life, and getting a job there and rent a house, rent a room, 1/3 of my income get into rent, go to the rent. At that time, he get cancer, and he had a curement in the best in the best hospital in Shanghai, and have to cut the cancer on her throat. And we are so shocked about I'm not shocked about it at all, because I have very little influence with him, because he is my aunt's husband. So I so and uh I many people, like my sister, complained about me. You are so ungrateful. She used to help you a lot, and why you don't go to the hospital to see him? To see him, I just don't want to interfere with their family anymore, and so I didn't come. Like he survived with his cancer, and it's said that in China it is quite. And also, my mom learned from that is that in China it is very popular, and it's also necessary to bribe the surgery, because as my uncle is a government servant, and the government in our town don't want him to die, so he sent 3,000 RMB to the doctor before the surgery, and he survived. So it means that even the government officers, even the government people, servants, they know that you have to bribe the surgery to survive better, to get a better surgery, and that is very true. So it is means that even the money comes from the government fund, comes from the government. So it means that every people knows that in the government, not let alone the normal people, and and he survived. And after, I think after a year, when I see him, he completely transformed his body. He looks very old, and his face looks like just like a lot of skins, very slappy skins. And when he smiles, looks although, and he is still very nice to smile to me, and very forced smile, but still a nice person. And now my aunt get cancer, and I think there is some reason of people get cancer, and why there is only this couple get cancer, but none of their siblings get cancer. I think it's because both of them are from poor families, poor countryside, poor really rural families. Both of them have many siblings, and they are only the phoenix flying out of their kitchen cottage. So when they because of education, and my aunt get a very stable job, and both of them get a stable and easy job in the town, and that is all government job. My aunt get a teacher's job, and my uncle get a government servant's job. Both of them very happy. Not yeah, quite much more comfortable than their siblings, than their parents. So after they become comfortable themselves, they always help their family, their original families, and some kind of conflict between them. I think it's not conflict at first, but I think they must love each other very much. I remember that my aunt used to show a picture of her husband when he was young. He said, "Look at this man, isn't he very handsome?" I said, "Isn't handsome at all. Look at him, too thin." But he said, "He's very handsome." And so I think they must love each other. So when my uncle's my uncle's poor sisters, they're very poor. That and then their children. They not only help their sibling, but also help their siblings offspring, their siblings' children. So my uncle's sister is just farmers, and don't know nothing in the world. They're just the farmers, and her sons want to have education in the town, and where to live, just live in my uncle's small house, live with them, eat with them. And this is unfair to her wife, right? To his wife, right? Because his wife has no relationship with this young boy, and she has to feed him. And she said that she has fed him for over 3 years. And after his graduation, she didn't say any gratitude or say any thank you to her, and always never say or give any gift to her after 3 years living and eating at her family. So she must. So I think that makes my aunt a lot of complaints in her heart, but she didn't speak to them, confronting them, and just talk behind the walls with her daughter or with anyone else that is within her own family. So, but also in the other side, my aunt's family are also very poor too. Like my mom is very poor and also beaten heavily by her husband, and also my other brothers, my mom's other brothers are also very inaptitude, no ability. I remember my youngest uncle always said that, "Oh, you are so comfortable that you as a government officer, you always have somebody take you to the restaurant to eat, and the government will give you something to eat. You don't even to always every day someone will feast you because they want to get help from you. But like us, we don't have any people to want to get any help from us. And then I know we even can't ensure that in the what to eat in the next meal. We don't even have money to ensure that we can have money to feed ourselves next day. And you have so stable salary, and your stable salary, you don't even have to pay for your food, because every day you have someone to serve, to send you to the restaurant to eat. So that shows how poor my youngest uncle is. He can't feels very struggling to feed himself and feed his small family. But I think 15 years ago, when I heard my uncle get cancer, I would think that it is just he always get eat in the restaurant. Always people to invite him to eat in the restaurant for free, and because it's free, so he eat a lot. And then this food in the restaurant, I also or very spicy or very stimulating or just make every people very happy. So it's not healthy, so makes him have a throat cancer. And my aunt said that he always drink a whole bottle of spicy liquid and just drink it. Very very glutinous. And now I hear my aunt have cancer too, so I think it is not only what they eat, but also their personality. But also their situation, and they are. I think they as people, no one is perfect. I think they are very well. They are quite good people. When they during among their siblings, they get education. Maybe I think it is quite burdened in their heart, and that their poor family can support only among all these six children's siblings, and only their family only send them into university. And that is a lot of money for a farmer to send even one child to university. So that's a lot of money. And it is not only them who is very good at schooling. I heard that my uncle is also very good at schooling, but my grandma just don't just cut off his schooling. So after they get education, get into university and get a stable job, they want to show gratitude, want to help back their families, help back their parents and then they know that they are just the lucky one among their siblings, so they helped their siblings. And then they don't like other people say that because I am smart, you are stupid, you are dumb, you can't get a schooling. So this is my life, or this is and that is your life, and we are just different people anymore, and don't get along anymore. But they are not like that person. They help each other. They help their older friends, older families, and that is shows their kindness. But they also their kindness, but also they are a couple. My aunt would be unhappy that her husband spend so much time and energy and influence on completely stranger to her, that is her husband's sister's sons. And there's and her husband's sister have two sons, and another sister also have a son. And then since you helped his son, why not help out my son? So one help another, three sons, many sons. Like she have before she raised any child, and then they already raised many other people's sons, and even though they helped them a lot, they don't show any gift to them, to just say thank you. And because not only these Chinese ruler people, not only they are poor in their material things, but also poor in their politeness, or poor and also poor in their morality. So it's quite so I think that both this couple get cancer is because they always getting along with these complete losers in their life, and they have to get along with them. So they buried many unhappiness to themselves and don't talk to them. They know that they can't talk to them. They know that they are farmers because they are farmers themselves at the origin. They know how stupid they can be before they know any knowledge or have any education. So they know that they can't argue with them. They also just bury everything to themselves. So kind of getting nurtured their cancer. So okay, that is what I want to say. Yeah, about people get a couple get a cancer that always support other people and these people get a cancer and I just this previously I just say the goodness of this couple, but also I said something that they maybe they can how can they avoid the cancer. I think they help other people, that is a good thing, but they complain it behind the walls and behind within their family, that is bad, that is leading them to cancer. That is the saying, if you want to help others, you just help them and don't expect anything back. Otherwise, then you will only get cancer after that. That is what I learned, right? I think they this couple, they are smart. They are good, nice people enough to help other people, but they are not smart enough to avoid the cancer, right? Just smart enough to let go of everything, just enjoying their life, and don't have so many grumps in their hearts, and then maybe they don't need to have cancer at last. That is what I mean. That is many. This is human, right? Humans have strengths and have good side, but have their shortcomings that might cost them their lives. But luckily, my aunt is in the early stage of her cancer, and she has her breast cut out and having the chemo. Having a chemo every 20 days. Before every chemo, she has to wash out all her bowels and then to chemo. Then he said that every time she had chemo, that is like a near death. That is very torturing experience at the age. I think she is almost 56 years old. So that is so there's nothing talking about good people will enjoy better life. It's not that you have to be perfect. You do something and then you do some goodness, but you also need to some wisdom to hold the good things that you done. Yeah, like my aunt, they do good things. They need to be smart enough to not just let it have open minded. Yeah, don't control other people to have show gratitude to them. They just admit that other people are independent individuals, and just like them, they come from poor family, and then when they get into better situation, their situation changes, and their personality also changes. Just like those people, they helped, and although at the beginning his sister's sons are complete countryside boys, don't see the world, but when they when you have helped them and helped them to get education in the town and then into university, they have changed themselves. So they have their own development. So you should keep your own open mind to see their new development, but not only see how poor they were before you help them. Then maybe you can develop a friendship with them, but not only complaints, right?